The UK market for foundation makeup was growing, but L'Oreal's True Match brand had been stuck in 5th place for 3 years. It aimed to attract 214,000 new customers and become market leader within a year. Conventional wisdom dictates that mass marketing should focus on the majority for the biggest returns. Unfortunately, this leaves minorities feeling ignored, especially in mass cosmetics. True Match saw an opportunity to recruit consumers who felt excluded from the category because of their skin tone, or the industry's ideas of beauty and functional messaging. Partnering with 23 diverse influencers, each with a true match shade and personal story to share, the brand communicated it was suitable for every kind of face and for every shade. Mass media followed under a new L'Oreal end line, which is, "Because we're all worth it." For years, bloggers have criticized the lack of diversity in foundation shades. L'Oreal's True Match had the largest range but was languishing in 5th position behind brands with fewer shades. In 2016, True Match launched 2 additional shades, a good thing but was not enough to revitalize the business. This case study shows how they turned the harshest critics into their biggest advocates with an idea to celebrate 23 shades, 23 stories. They did the impossible by leaping from 5th to 1st position in market share from 2015 to 2016. The UK is diverse, but the foundation shades aren't. Which is unacceptable, and the beauty bloggers were getting angry about it. The almighty blogger, the key channel for PR and indirect sales, had turned against the £150 million mass foundation market for not having darker shades. Social media had been buzzing for years and newspapers were fueling the fire. Despite the backlash, the 2 leading Rimmel foundations offered just 12 and 7 shades respectively. Meanwhile, the most diverse range, L'Oreal's True Match, languished in 5th place, even though it had more shades than Rimmel's brands combined. Whilst the ethnic population in the UK is 8.4 million, in percentage terms it is still 87% white. Consequently, having more shades doesn't guarantee more market share. In 2016, L'Oreal planned to increase its True Match range with 2 additional darker shades, but if the existing 21 shades weren't doing anything to grow sales, wouldn't it be commercial suicide to make a big deal of having 23? Especially with ambitious objectives to get from 5th to 1st position in market share is something which is seemingly impossible. The business objective is to move from 5th position with +6% value market share, to 1st position with +7% value market share for 2016, which actually required 17% sales increase against 2015. Their marketing objective is to see 17% sales uplift, requiring 214,000 additional users in 2016 against 2015. Finally, the communications objective is that, with more shades than Rimmel, True Match clearly had brand issues to resolve. They needed total brand reappraisal to drive emotional connection, specifically shifting metrics for brand I feel close to and brand that caters to all women, which pre-campaign only 11% against 21%, which was agreed with. L'Oréal Paris was proud to create 2 new darker shades, however there was a tricky tension. Having darker shades could address the PR backlash, but simply having more shades was no guarantee of market leadership. With qualitative research they learned that it's hard to overestimate the importance of foundation. The wrong shade, even if slightly out, can leave you looking and feeling anything but you. However, their quantitative research provided the way forward. Surprisingly, their survey revealed that 60% haven't found their ideal shade. This led us to a powerful insight that would resonate with not just the few but the many. Their research provided the valuable insight that getting the right foundation match isn't just a problem for those with darker skin, but it's a problem for all skin tones. With 23 shades, only L'Oreal was in a position to help everyone, whatever their shades are. They wanted to turn their harshest critics into their biggest advocates. But they couldn't expect a conventional beauty campaign using traditional media and celebrities to drive brand reappraisal and take them to #1 position. So this time they created a big creative, by inviting 23 British influencers, each one for every shade, and each with a powerful story and a powerful following to represent their shade range and the full spectrum of the UK. This game-changing influencer-centric strategy became successful for 3 reasons. 1. Unlike distant celebrities, influencers are seen as human and approachable. This was essential to start to shift the metric for brand I feel close to. 2. They didn't just partner with a few, but with 23, they were driving the brand that caters to all women metric. Something that #1 brands like Rimmel with its limited shades wouldn't be able to do. 3. With 23 influencers, they were using what is normally only seen as an engagement channel, which is an effective way to reach a combined audience of 19 million. With these diverse influencers, they captured 23 stories to celebrate the joy of finally finding true match shade, whilst making a big brand statement to drive emotional connection. That, we are all worth it, whatever our skin tone. The idea of sharing 23 diverse stories from 23 powerful influencers was a breakthrough for L'Oreal Paris, but 2 further actions ensured brand reappraisal and helped to take the beauty world by storm. 1. A PR double first, within their diversity campaign was the first man to star in a UK cosmetics campaign, and the blogger and businesswoman Amina, who was the first to wear a hijab in a beauty campaign. 2. Was a historic brand shift to a more inclusive statement. Importantly, to highlight the brand's commitment to the beauty of all, they updated the iconic L'Oreal Paris end line, from, "Because we're worth it," to, "Because we are all worth it." A move that has since been rolled out across all categories going forward. They surpassed their objectives, by achieving 7.6% value market share for 2016, a 29% sales increase. Taking us from 5th to 1st position. They saw a sales increase across the whole portfolio, which confirmed that their insight that getting the right foundation match isn't just a problem for those with darker skin, it's a problem for all skin tones, was correct. They recruited 372,000 new users against the objective of 214,000. Their communication results shifted KPI metrics of brand I feel close to, which is 11 to 13% against brand that caters to all women, which is 21% to 42%. They also created positive change, whilst managing a healthy commercial return. Without giving away confidential client data, it can be revealed that the 2016 UK ROMI was 1 to 1.35. Which is for every £1 spent, the return was £1.35. Thank you so much for listening to this video. As mentioned earlier, do not forget to subscribe this YouTube channel for receiving updates about my upcoming case study videos. You can also have a check on my 5 Minutes Learning YouTube channel for getting access to hundreds of case study videos. Thanks a lot again, see you soon with another interesting case study video.